So very good morning, my dear students. Once again welcome to Grade 11 Accountancy class. Okay. So we now discussing on how to form the journal entries under traditional approach. Correct. So I hope that some extent you can be able to form the journal entries. Correct. We discussed in the last classes about the purchases, sales, and purchase return, sales return. Once again today also discuss. Then we will discuss the other remaining part. Okay. So please watch the video right now. Okay. See, we want to discuss the earlier one. Before that, you know under the traditional approach, three type of account. One is personal account, real account, non-real account. So as a personal, real, nominal, you should be remember the rule. Correct. That's why again I mentioned here once again. As a personal account rule, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Then as a real account rule, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay, then nominal account, debit all expenses and losses and the credit all income and gains. Okay, that's what you have to keep in your mind as a traditional approach, all three personal, real, nominal rules. Okay, already said na, this rules called what? This rules called golden rule. Okay, golden rules. Okay, that you have to keep in mind. Should be very, very important. Later on, based upon this only, I am going to form the journal entries. Correct. So as we discussed already, say as a purchases, okay, we discussed. For example, as a purchases, purchase return. Okay, purchase return. How to form journal entry? I repeat once again for practice in strong level. Okay. So as a purchases, for example, purchases for cash. Now discussion here purchases for cash. Here purchase return to whom? Maybe Anita. Okay, some name Anita. We forget about whatever the amount. The formation of how to put debit and credit. Correct. What should be in debit? What should be in credit? Correct. That's what. As a purchases for cash, you know what should be debited. The purchases coming under real account. Correct. As a real account, you have to follow debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Because coming under goods purchase. Correct. As a purchases for cash. So what is the entry here? Purchases account data what comes in. Okay. To cash. Okay. That is the entry for credit, debit and credit. Purchases account data to cash account. Okay. You understood now? Similarly, here purchase return to Anita. Same manner. What is purchase return to Anita? Here we have returned to whom? Anita. So Anita is coming under personal account. Correct. So as a personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here Anita is what? Anita is receiver. Oh, that's I'm debiting. So Anita account data to purchase return. Understood? Purchase return. Okay, that is very important. See here very clearly. Here as a purchases I debited. As a purchase return I credited. That should be very, very important. Opposite. Correct? See the opposite. Here is debit. Here I am putting credit. That's what according to purchases. As a purchase return. Correct? That's what you have to keep in your mind very carefully based upon that. Okay? Okay, so we discussed purchases and purchase return, correct? Now, same manner as a sales point of view, especially for cash transaction. See here, goods sold for cash. So what is the entry? So goods sold. So naturally what happened? Our stock goes out. Okay, coming under real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So I put it here, see here, to sales account. So sold for what? Cash. So I got money. So naturally cash coming under real account as a asset. So what is the real account rule? Debit what comes in. Okay. So I put it cash account here. Okay. Cash account. Cash account data. Same manner. Sales return by Rekha. So again returned. Who returned? Returned by Rekha. So what is sold earlier to Rekha, now she is returned back. So how to form journal entry here? As you know, as a Rekha coming under personal account. Okay. So naturally, again the rule, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here who is the giver? So Rekha is giver. That's why I am making what? So I am making which side? Rekha. So I am making Rekha as a giver. So to Rekha. Okay, Rekha account. Maybe he is a customer, whatever you can say as a debtor or even customer. The correct name is debtor. So specifically who is returned? Rekha. So what should be debit? Nothing but what? Debit is sales return. Okay. Why? Again we get back our goods. Our stock increased. So what comes in? Real account. Now understood? As a sales here. See, as a sales here I credited. Goes out. It's gone out. Okay. So when we sell our goods, naturally our stock reduced. So credited. Here see, as a sales account, I debited. Sales return, account data. That's why the account data is very important. So understood difference between purchases and sale. Now we are discussing now as a cash point of view, and simultaneously I will give the effect for purchase return and sales return. Only the opposite effect. So wherever purchases you have to debit. So naturally purchase return credit. So wherever sales return, say as a sales account we credited, so sales return you have to debit. Okay, that's the, by practice you can be able to easily identify and can write easily for journal entry for purchases and sales, and whenever purchase return and sales return. Okay, now we are going to discuss, it's a very important point. See now, everything you discussed against what? Cash transaction. Suppose what will happen for credit transaction. Okay, that's what very important. I'll explain you now. See carefully. Here I am writing one transaction. See, goods sold for example, we'll take date is 4th August 2020. Goods sold for how much? Maybe 50,000. Okay, goods sold for 50,000 to whom? Say any customer name, so whatever. So I put it some, again I put Krishna. Okay, Krishna. On credit. Sometime I am not mentioned on credit means it is implied. For what? This is called credit transaction. Okay, credit transaction. Because you can't get money immediately. Goods sold for 50,000 to Krishna on credit. Sometimes even credit you can't see. It is implied. So just a goods sold for 50,000 to Krishna. That means what? It is coming under credit transaction. Credit sales. It is coming under credit transaction. Or you can say it is credit sales. Credit sales. Okay. That you have to keep in our mind. Okay, now how to form journal entry for this? Simply, goods sold. So naturally, I put here to sales account that are as here debit and credit. Okay, here debit, here credit, here. For understanding purpose, I am writing. As a goods sold, already sales always credited because goods goes out coming under real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So how much? 50,000. To whom? Because here we not sold goods on cash. Just we sold goods to whom? Krishna for credit basis. That's why name is coming under personal account. Here, what is the rule of the personal account? Debit the receiver. If Krishna is the receiver. Okay. That's why I am putting here Krishna account. Krishna account. So put here data. See where I am putting carefully. 50,000. Narration being goods. Being goods. So being goods sold to Krishna on credit. Wide invoice bill number, for example 340, dated maybe 4th August. So these are the information is called narration. So this is called what? You know already, narration. Okay. So that's what now you understood. Just for the goods sold for 50,000 to Krishna. Okay. Even I put the change the date. It was happened 3rd August. Okay. 3rd August. So what happened? Later on, Krishna has to pay money. How much? 50,000. But what is the transaction? After that, see, the 6th August 2020, Krishna, okay, Krishna is our customer. Okay, Krishna paid in full settlement for 49,500. So this was the transaction when it was happened. So 6th August 2020, Krishna paid in full settlement for 49,500. Or we can say also cash received from Krishna for full settlement for 49,500. So either way you can say that Krishna paid means according for us we received money. So this is the best understanding right now for you. So cash received from Krishna for full settlement for 49,500. Actually how much we sold? We sold how much? 50,000, correct? See here. Goods sold for 50,000. But Krishna paid only how much? 49,500. For this transaction, I are going to give effort. So first we got money, correct? Cash received. Okay. So cash coming under, again question, cash coming under real account. So why it is asset? So what's the real account rule? Debit what comes in. Okay. So I put cash account. Okay. Cash account debtor. How much? 49,500. Listen carefully. Actually, how much Krishna has to pay? Krishna has to pay 50,000, correct? See here, Krishna, 50,000. So he is only giving money as a personal account. So he is the giver now, correct? So I put it here to Krishna account, how much? 50,000 actually. So always, debit and credit should be equal. Every corresponding debit, there is a corresponding credit. So that's why it is coming under double entry system. Okay. So now question of balancing any debit. Should be tally. Any journal entry, debit and credit should be equal. Should be tally. Now understood. So here what happened? I said Krishna how much he has to give 50,000. How much he received? 49,500. That means what? You have to put it here. Discount allowed. Okay. Discount allowed account debtor 500. Now understood? So I'll put it here. To Krishna account. Now you see it is tallied. See here what is discount allowed? So why I am debiting discount allowed? You want to verify whether my debit is correct or not. First yes, cash account correct, debited, because what comes in is coming in the real account. This is personal account. Yes, because Krishna is the giver. That's why I credited. Now discount allowed, what type of account? This is coming under discount allowed nominal account. Correct? So why it is nominal account? Discount allowed is what? What is the rule? Debit all expenses and losses. Credit all income and gains. Now understood. I consider discount allowed is what? It is not expenses. It is what? It is loss. Correct? Because actually how much we are losing? 500. Actually we want to receive 50,000 but received only 49,500. Naturally 500 we want to show, na? We want to show in the account, correct? That is very, very important. That's why I am mentioning here discount allowed account 500. So to Krishna account. See now both side tally for this. See 50,000, 50,000. Now understood? For this transaction according to credit, according to credit sale. So as a credit sale, naturally, when we receive amount later on, whether fully or even partly on payment, or we are giving any discount allowed. As a discount allowed is what? We already discussed in our accounting term, correct? As a discount allowed. That's why here discount allowed, one are very important point. Whenever any settlement, suppose they will give this word settlement, or sometimes they will give you clearly cash received from Krishna for, they will give like this, Krishna for 49,500, then discount allowed 500. So likewise also they will give you. Okay, that is the example. So they can give you directly without telling this word full settlement. This word full settlement. Now understood? Or they can very clearly give a discount allowed 500. So how to form journal entry? You understood now? So I repeat once again. How we will say cash account debtor 49,500. We got that money. Then discount allowed account debtor. Discount allowed account debtor 500. To Krishna account 50,000. See here Krishna how much debit? Cancel na? 550,000. So I put credit side Krishna account. Now account cancel na? Understood? That's why the comparison. See the entry. The Krishna account debited 50,000. Now the Krishna account I credited 50,000. When you preparing for ledger account, you will understood this. Out that posting further level. Now understood. That's why the comparison as a Krishna account, suppose 50,000. But I got only 49,500. So I can't keep it here 49,500 because 500 still stores as a Krishna account balancing. So how to close that Krishna account? We are allowing discount allowed because they given full settlement for 49,500. Thereafter 500 we can't get it. So we consider that it is called discount allowed. So understood very clearly for credit sales transaction for the any suppose fully they given the money or any discount allowed they enjoy. So here as a company you are giving discount allowed to the customer as a data for engagement of sales. Okay, that's what the it's a very important session for accordingly our credit sales. See, just will see once again the journal entry so very clearly. Okay, so now you understood credit sales and repayment of credit sales, how the debtors repaid whenever enjoying discount allowed. Now the example about purchases, the credit purchases. See for example, goods purchased from Shiva for 34,000. The date is same, 3rd August 2020. So how to form journal entry? So as you know, so again I put date 3rd August 2020. Here we not mention anything for cash payment. See it is implied. Goods purchased from whom? Shiva. Okay. So as goods purchased meant what? Coming under real account. So debit what comes in? I put it, see here, purchases. Purchases account debtor how much? 34,000. Same manner, debit, credit. Okay. Purchases account debtor. To whom? Where you purchased? What is credit? We are not paying money immediately. So purchase from whom? Shiva account. So Shiva is coming under personal account. So what is the personal account rule? You know already. Here debit the receiver, credit the giver. So Shiva giving goods to us. So here I credited Shiva. So to Shiva account. Okay. Then 34,000. So narration. As you know, being goods purchased on credit. So where you purchased, whom you purchased, already it is there. So we can write as a narration, being goods purchased on credit, wide, again bill number, whatever, dated, maybe even August, 2nd August or whatever, even I put same date, 3rd August 2020. So understood? This is called what? Credit transaction, credit purchases, because now just you goods purchased, we not yet paid. That is the idea here. That's why it is called credit purchases. Because name is coming. Goods purchased from Shiva for 34,000. Now Same, I put 6th August 2020. And we are going to pay. So I am writing, see, cash paid to Shiva for how much? 33,500. Cash paid to Shiva. How much? For 33,500 in full settlement or particular transaction. After third day, when I purchased 3rd August. So 6th August, I am going to pay Shiva. How much? 33,500. So how much you purchased? 34,000. Now we'll see how the journal entry. So as you know, cash paid. Okay. So I will write first. Who paid to whom? Shiva. So Shiva is here, personal account. As a personal account, he is the receiver. So I am going to write it here. See here, Shiva. Shiva account data. Here now I am not going to write the amount. Just to see what will happen. Shiva account. But actually how much you have to put it here? 33,500. Let's see. Because as a Shiva account, how much I credited? 34,000. So I am going to debit what? 34,000. Okay, this is debit. Then this is credit. Then you have to put all this. Okay. So Shiva account 34,000. So how much? Paid. Paid how much? 33,500. So to cash. So why I am crediting? Cash account? As a cash is coming under real account. As you know, it is asset. As according to rule, cash what? What happened? So as a real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So naturally, our cash goes out. That's why I'm crediting cash account. How much? 33,500. Okay. Instead of 34,000, we paid only how much? 33,500. Okay. So here see difference is coming. How much? That 500. What is that 500? See earlier discussion as a sales, we are allowing what? Discount allowed. Now, as a supplier, as we have purchased from Shiva, Shiva is giving what? Consider as what? Some discount. That is called here, see, to discount received account. Received account. Understood? Now see whether my journal entry is correct or not. Always we want to confirm with verification of help for rule. See Shiva account. Yes. Why I am debiting? Coming under personal account. So debit the receiver. Yes, 34,000. Then to cash account. 33,500. Because cash is what? Again coming under real account. As an asset. Debit what goes out. That's why I am crediting. Now finally what is discount received? What type of account? There is no name, so not personal account. There is no real account, so not real account. Because now discount received is what account? So natural nominal account. Why I am crediting? Because what is the nominal account rule? Debit all expenses and losses. Credit all income and gain. Here discount allowed is what? Gain. Because we need not pay 500 rupees. Even though we bought it 34,000, we paid only how much? 39,500. So that 500 for us gain. So you don't want to pay that 500 because this Shiva given to what Shiva considered as Shiva is given allowed what? Discount received account. So as apart from the business, when you are purchases, you are enjoying discount received account. Discount received. Suppose when you are selling goods to the customer, you are giving discount allowed. Now understood where you have to put discount allowed. You are allowing as a sales discount allowed. Here as a purchase, a party will allow us discount. That is called discount received. We are enjoying. That's why it is gain. So naturally coming under what account? Nominal account. Why it is nominal account? Credit all income and gains. Here it is considered as what? Discount allowed. Discount allowed is gain. So then naturally narration being cash or amount cash paid to Shiva in full settlement. Okay, full settlement. Okay, settlement. Wide bill number. So always mentioning a safer side. Bill number dated. I've understood for this two example. So how to consider as a credit purchases that whenever any payment discount received is coming. So earlier discussion as a credit sales any cash received for us coming under discount allowed as a settlement, correct? That's why should be very careful, especially for the credit purchases and credit sales. That's what you have to keep in mind for this example, okay? Just to see comparatively. So naturally, as a Shiva earlier, see, I credited. Now I debited. So 34,000 here also, 34,000 here also. That only a ledger when you are posting, Shiva account will be closed. Otherwise, what will happen? So we are paying only 39,500. Naturally, Shiva account shows still 500. We have to pay. So once you put it discount received 500, so account is still. The particular transaction 34,000 here nullified. Here clearly we are given. We are compensating the whatever the our purchases. We paid very clearly. We enjoy discount received. I understood for this transaction. It's very important for comparison of discount received and discount allowed. Okay. Okay, so now we will see the another different some examples. Okay, so now we till now discussed about purchase and purchase return, sales and sales return as a cash and credit transaction. Especially this session, discount allowed and discount received. See the another some example. For example, see here, see cash withdrawn for personal use. Okay, how much? For example, 10,000. Then here not personal use, for office use, same amount. So I will differentiate for these two transactions. So maybe date is some 6th August 2000. So here what is the meaning of here? Personal use. So how to record? See, as you know, cash withdrawn for personal use. For example, you are running a business, you took some cash in our cash box. For what purpose? Personal use. So what you have to do? That is very important. So naturally how you are showing in our account. So cash reducing. Correct. So when you took money, cash is reduced. So we have to write what? To cash account. Okay, how much? 10,000. Okay, that is very important. So what should be debited? This is very important word, personal use. So I'm going to debit what? It is called drawings account. Okay, it is called drawings. It is called drawings account. It is very important. So when you are accounting time, you know, so what is the meaning of drawings? So whenever drawings, when that word is coming, drawings account, data 10,000. So debit, credit. Now understood. This drawings. Why I am putting debited? Because it is coming under personal use, not for business purpose. So that is very important when you read the transaction. This is called cash withdrawn for personal use 10,000, business transaction. Whenever personal use, you have to debit what? Drawings account data 10,000 to cash account 10,000, being narration, being cash withdrawn for personal use. So when later on, when you see the entry, you can learn, you can remember, when you see this entry, immediately come to the conclusion that it is cash withdrawn for personal use. Okay. Now what is the office use? That is very important. Same manner. So instead of drawings account, what will be office use? That is very important. Differentiate between personal use, you have to put drawings account. Suppose as a office use, Suppose in a bank you are withdrawn as a some money. So naturally what will happen? In our bank account, bank balance is reducing. So what you have to put? To bank. How much? 10,000. So what should be debited here? Cash account. What? Cash account? 10,000. Okay, I understood. So here debit, credit. That's very important for office use from bank. You can put that word. That's why you can write, because you can't write cash account to cash account, correct? So withdraw money from bank. So the word is very important, office use. So what I have to put? Cash account data 10,000 to bank account. So naturally, after you can study whenever for cash book, you can also say it's a contra entry. That you will for different discussion when you will learn for the cash book. So now the idea between as a personal use, how you are going to apply. Same manner, see cash withdrawn for personal use, even from bank. Suppose same manner, suppose from bank means what? Here you change it. Drawings account data to bank. So that's what cash or bank. Suppose cash withdrawn for personal use to cash account, or from the bank for personal use, drawings account data to bank account. Either way, but anyway should be very careful for personal accounts. What should be debited? Drawings account. But here the cash withdrawn for office use from bank should be debited cash account data 10,000 to bank account 10,000. So you can write narration being cash withdrawn from bank. You understood? So later on we can able to follow when you're preparing for the cash book for the next chapter. Okay, here you identify the what are the ways. These are all the standard journal entries. So then we can work out for NCERT exercise. Correct? You understood? As a cash withdrawn for personal use, how to record, even from bank. Then office use, how to record. So office use you write as a cash. That's here only the changing. Here cash account, here not cash account, here drawings account. Understood? It's very important difference. That's what for this transaction. Okay. Then the another one nice example I will tell you now. See here. For example, you are running a company, you are appointed some employees. Okay. So anyway, you have to pay what? Salary. So for example, the same 6th August, so this month, you have to pay salary for some person. So we have to write salary paid to, paid to Kumar for how much? Salary paid to Kumar for how much? Maybe some 25,000. So salary paid to Kumar, you can put 25,000. For the month of July 2020. So this is called what? Business transaction. For this month, 6th August, we have a one big salary transaction, salary paid to Kumar. So here, amount is 25,000. Which month of salary? For the month of July 2020. So how to write for this transaction as a journal entry? So as you know, paid to Kumar. So anyway, you say paid to Kumar just to see the difference. Suppose I am putting here Kumar is what? Coming under personal account. So naturally, you know, sir, Kumar, we paid salary to Kumar only. So Kumar is a personal account. So debit the receiver. Okay. So Kumar account. One more word I have to write. Salary paid to Kumar 25,000 for the month of July 2020 year. Kumar by check I put. Okay, by check. Detailed discussion. So salary paid to Kumar by check through bank only. Nowadays salary is automatically crediting. Okay. So salary paid to Kumar by 25,000 by check. for the month of July 2020. So as a discussion, you say, so Kumar only getting salary. So I am debiting Kumar account. So Kumar account data, how much? 25,000. So naturally, how I am giving check? I am giving check or the transfer, bank entry. So naturally, in my bank account, automatically, as I am running a business, my bank balance will reduce because I am paying salary. So I have to put it here to bank. Okay, bank account, 25,000. So that's what you simply have to write the entry. Now, whether the entry is correct, that's what the first discussion. So, as a Kumar account data to bank account, but you said, say it is a salary to Kumar. So now we want to verify, confirm whether this journal entry is correct or not. So here even narration you have to write. Okay, narration. What you have to write? Being salary paid to, being salary paid to Kumar account. Sorry, Kumar, salary paid to Kumar for the month of Kumar for the month of July 2020. See, that's what you simply have to write. So now you want to confirm whether this journal entry is correct or not accordingly for salary paid. So suppose we form like this, what will happen? As a salary, you are giving to Kumar. When you salary transaction, you want to show like this, what will happen? Kumar is a personal account. So this seems to be what? Whether later on any salary paid to Kumar, he can repay once again to the company. No, as a salary you paid, this is expenses of the company. Correct? That is very important. So we need not debit what? Kumar account. You understood? So what you have to debit? You have to debit here. I will show you. Salary account data to bank account. How much? 25,000. Debit, credit. Why sir? Because salary is what? Salary is coming under nominal account. Why? It is the expenses for the company. Suppose I debited Kumar account, I given to loan. I put person name, I consider as it's a loan. So later on he has to pay. That is the problem will come when you for salary account debit the person's name. Only you want to mention the person's name, narration only, not here. Suppose you give any loan or any salary advance, there you can debit. Or even salary advance also, you have to mention salary advance, that is different thing. Now, as a salary, don't debit, don't put on person's name, even though he is the person receiving salary, correct? The Kumar. So what you have to put? Salary account data 25,000 to bank. Why bank? Through check, not in the cash. So why I am putting salary account? Because coming under non-bill account. So why I am putting debit? So debit all expenses and losses. The salary is as a company point of view expenses. Okay. So this entry is wrong. See here only debit changes. See here and here. Though here same, not issue. Only the debit part should be very careful whenever salary transaction. So you have to mention narration very clearly. Being salary paid to Kumar for the month of July 2020. So narration you have to mention name, but don't show as a debit part as a person's name, as a Kumar account. Otherwise what will happen? Kumar become a getting the loan. Suppose I am debiting the person's name, he is got the loan. So later he has to pay. So once you have to pay salary, after 2 months Kumar has to repay company salary. No. Once you pay, it is paid. Because the expenses of the company. We can't get back. That's why you have to debit salary account. Don't debit, don't put on person who receives salary, we need not debit. So totally the concept will change. So the structure should be very careful, especially salary paid. Any salary payment should be very careful. Always debit salary account because coming under nominal account expenses. You understood? That's what some different examples for this session. You learned very important thing how to make it whenever the credit transaction for purchases and sales. Then naturally, how to show the discount allowed and discount received. Okay. Similarly, whenever any cash withdrawn for personal use, how to show. Say, drawings account. That drawings debit part is very, very important. Similarly, especially whenever salary paid, how to show. That's what the example you discussed for this session. All the important session. Okay. Then further, we'll discuss the remaining for the whenever the next session videos. So please, you have to see all detailedly, repeatedly for 2 or 3 times. You understood the concept of journal entry. You have to write in your mind why I am debiting, why I am crediting, whether my rules I am able to follow the rules. So you have to keep memory, even rules, very, very important. Coming under traditional approach. Understood? That's what the idea here for this session. So later on, naturally, you have to form the journal entry after the practicing. So now definitely mistake will come. Your debit will be wrong, credit will be wrong. That's what I discussed in previous session also. So definitely mistake will come. But now you are learning. Okay, not studying. Now you are learning. Now only you are practicing. Okay. So whenever your childhood days for cycling, so you can't learn immediately, correct? You can able to fall. Then we have lot of injury. Thereafter only you can able to ride a cycle. Same manner here, so any learning, formation of debit and credit, any mistakes, don't worry. So how to rectify? Because how your understanding of the concept, especially the rule. So wrongly, you suppose you understood the rule in a different way. You consider a personal account as a salary, wrong. So it is considered salary is a nominal account. That's what the mistake will come. Okay, so don't worry that. You have to practice, keeping on practice. You can able to form nicely later on for the journal entries. Okay, so I hope that this session clear your some doubts. Okay, thank you very much.